Hey guys, it's Andrew here from Tenco Hydro, and we just developed what we think is a really useful online tool for configuring any type of a wastewater room that you might have. I wanted to take you through just an example of how this thing works. I think this is a great tool for laying out a room with a good amount or as much configurating as you might like, and using all the different types of components that would go into a wastewater room. So I'm here on the Tenco Hydro website. I'm going to hover over products and I'm going to click wastewater room builder. And here you come up to the first screen. Step one, it just asks what industry you're in. We have a lot of pre-configured wastewater treatment trains going from the inlet to the effluent of the wastewater room. So if you click on something like food and beverage, for example, and then you put in a design flow rate of 100 GPM. And you can click I don't know. You can always click I don't know if you don't know an answer. But if you click on build my treatment train, it brings up a basic food and beverage treatment train. Now you can do this for any industry, and the treatment trains that are standard are different. And then from here you can configure quite literally anything. So what we have here is a pump stand. So it would assume that maybe a pump stand, you would have an EQ tank or a sump pit up here. The pump stand would go through a drum strainer for some type of coarse filtration. Then it goes into an equalization tank. After the equalization tank, you might have a pH system or a flash flock tank, some type of a chemical pre-treatment. Then you go into a DAF, which then goes into a sludge holding tank. If I wanted to add a component to this treatment train, I would click add component. And I can add something that's already there. So let's say I wanted to add another pump stand or another set of pumps. I'm going to click on pump stand, and now I have another pump stand right here. And I can move this around wherever I want. So let's just say right after the EQ tank, you got another pump stand. So there we go. EQ tank, then pump stand. I can add anything that I want down here. We have a wide variety of components that go into a wastewater room. We might not have everything. And in those instances, you can add notes later for something. And then let's say for this pump stand, let's keep going with the pump stand because it's kind of simple. I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to do a quick configuration. So I'm going to have two pumps, and they're going to automatically alternate. 15 feet is my longest vertical run. That's how high I have to go. And for controls, let's go basic material, generally speaking, 304 stainless steel. Save configuration. Now you can see this part is somewhat configured, and you can quick configure all these different components. You can add a recirculation line. You can recirculate from an instrument to another component, from one component to another component. And then whenever you're pretty happy with this general treatment train, you can go to generate bill of materials. Here you can still do the quick configure, and you can still edit it if you want. So here's a pump stand. I can edit the specs. So here's the quick configuration once more. I'm going to hit save. I can go to a full configurator for a pump stand, and it's going to take me to this full configurator, and then I'm going to go through these options, and I'm just going to click through these real quickly just so we have something in. Then once I'm done and I'm happy with my configuration over here, I'm going to hit copy part number, and then I'm going to hit return to designer. And now I have my pump stand configured. You can see right there, this pump stand is configured. So once you've done that, and you can quick configure all of these, you can do full configuration on all of these. You can change whatever you need. Here you can even move things in a different order. You can delete items if you want to. If you want to add a component at this point, you can add a component. You can always go back and check your treatment train and see where you're at with the treatment train. Go back to the bill of materials. When I'm happy with all the information I've put in up here, I'm now going to go down to here where I request a quote. And I put in my name, company, email, phone number, and all that configuration that was done is now here. Then when you hit submit quote request, that's when Tenco Hydro receives all this information, and we can give you either a full proposal layout with all of these part numbers that have been configured. You'll get a copy of this email as well, but this we think is a really good way to kind of put all your ideas onto a page, and you can even double check rooms this way. we can take this information and we can, double check with our database of how things have been done before. We can maybe make suggestions. You can send these configurations to other people and you can have them look at it. But when you're getting started on a wastewater treatment room, or if you're making modifications to a wastewater treatment room, we think this might be a really good tool for you. So I hope this helps, and I hope that if and when you use this tool, we'd be happy to work together. A lot of the components that you see up here are components that we do fabricate ourselves. And there are some, of course, that we would be integrating into our solution. But if you just want to take this information and run with it wherever you want to run with it, we're happy to help you with that as well. So thanks very much, and we hope to hear from you soon.